YouTube. In this video we're going to focus on a particular aspect of all parabolas, and that would be its aspect of symmetry. We notice that all parabolas, either opening up or down, have this vertical line of symmetry that cuts right through the middle of the parabola. So we refer to this line of symmetry as the axis of symmetry, and often you will see it abbreviated AOS. Okay, so the axis of symmetry is what we're going to search for in this video when we graph things, but we say that this line, since it has to pass through the vertex of a parabola, we say that a parabola with the equation in vertex form, at the very least here in vertex form, where we have a times the quantity x minus h quantity squared plus k, has its vertex at the point hk. So if the vertex is at the point h comma k, then what we know is because this vertical line must pass through the vertex, and we say that whatever the x value is at the vertex, that has to be the same as the x value on our axis of symmetry equation. So what we can say is, as long as this equation is written in vertex form, we can say that the equation of the axis of symmetry must always be of the form x equals h. So what we're going to do in this video is just graph the equation given by f of x, or graph the parabola given by the equation f of x equals 1/2 times the quantity x plus 4 quantity squared minus 2, but then we're going to label the vertex and the axis of symmetry. So let's start with this. We want to identify a, h, and k. In this particular case, we observe that a is a half. Okay, we have an h value that comes out to be a -4. Remember that in this formula up here, because we have a minus in there, subtraction relationship between x and h, that this is actually x minus a -4. So we'd say that the h value is a -4, and then our k value is -2. So what we know is, because h and k give us the coordinates of our vertex here, hk, we can just shift left 4 and down 2 from the origin here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down 2. We'll draw a dot right here. Okay, so this is going to be our vertex. Now, what else we know is that since a is positive, this vertex, or sorry, this parabola is going to open upward from the vertex. And because we normally, in the parent function of a parabola, go up 1 over 1, this is actually going to be vertically shrunken by a factor of a half. So we're only going to go up a half and then right 1. So using this idea of symmetry, we know that since there is an imaginary line that runs through the center of this parabola right here, we know that also it must go up a half and be left 1 from where the vertex is. So we get this rough drawing right here of our parabola. And the things we wanted to identify were the equation of the axis of symmetry, which has to be x equals, in this case, -4, and you'll notice that that's the same thing as our h value. And we also want to list the vertex, which is at -4 comma -2. And we can also just say that, look, I understand that the axis of symmetry must run through the x value of the vertex. Cheers.